First of all, it's an honor to be talking to you. Okay, I have a question. What do you think is more important to a youth? Being right and staying with their point, or staying with their point, knowing that they're wrong, but admitting that they're wrong, they would be doubting their own self? It's not a tough question.
She's asking if you're smoked up.
No, I'm not. This is how I am without being smoked up.
Oh.
We can only imagine.
So, see, it's best, the sooner you get this in your life, it's best, because if you look at life without a keyhole vision of what I want kind of life, if you look at it little larger life, there is no right thing to do in the world. There's no really something called as really right and really wrong. It is just that people are taking positions and saying, I am right, you are wrong. If you go in terms of, in any situation with people, if you talk about who is right and who is wrong, of course I am right and you're wrong. This is the basis of all arguments and fights and everything else, conflict, isn't it? So instead of looking at what is right and wrong, why don't we see what is appropriate to the situations in which we exist? What is the most appropriate thing that I can do right now? What would be best for me and everything around me? That's what I do. This may not be the right thing. If you want to take examples like this, in Tamil Nadu, traditionally, they have this, a real man. A real man means, is called Ayira Ane Konnavanu. That means one who has slain 1,000 elephants, he is the real man. Well, Veerappan got half the way, but we shot him dead as a criminal. So I'm saying, those were times when elephants were just in such numbers, if people had to live to protect them, a man would go not with a Magnum 400, but with a sword or a spear and kill the elephant. That guy was a big hero because he killed the elephant. But today, if you kill the elephant, you know where you're going. So, the question is not about what is right and wrong. The question is, what we are doing, is it appropriate to the situations and the times in which we exist? Above all, see, people are always talking about integrity as good versus bad, right versus wrong, morals, ethics, values. I'm on camera, I'm telling you, I have no morality. For me, my integrity comes from my humanity, not from my morality. Because morally correct people are doing the most horrible things on the planet. People who think they're morally correct, they do the most horrible things on the planet to each other, human beings, and to larger groups, all kinds of things. If you don't let your humanity sleep, well, when you say humanity, the important thing is this, because you asked what makes you a human being. In your brain, there is something called as a reptilian brain, which is approximately the size of your fist. What is the rest of it? That is the cerebral cortex. So the fundamental difference is this, the reptilian brain always wants to set up boundaries. You… in Bangalore city, are the dogs peeing all over the place? Are they? Hello? I'm just asking, is life still working? So he's peeing all over the place not because he has a urinary problem or something. He is building a pee kingdom. He's setting his boundary all the time. This is his nature. He cannot think beyond that. He has to set his territory, he has to set his kingdom. The most fantastic thing about the human being is, we can use another dimension of intelligence which has happened only to us on this planet, that we can think beyond our boundaries, we can live without boundaries within ourselves. Well, we've still not built a world where we can erase the national boundaries and other boundaries and live. But at least in our minds we can erase our boundaries. If you do this one thing, if you have erased the boundaries in your mind of who is mine, who is not mine, do whatever the hell you want, everything will be right.
All right.